The young man placed a diamond ring into a broken bowl. The next second, two identical rings appeared. Seeing this, the young man became incredibly excited. Then, he tried placing both rings into the bowl. To his surprise, 4 rings appeared. He continued to duplicate the rings. In no time, he had a full bowl of diamond rings. At this moment, he couldn't let go of the treasure bowl and was thrilled. He finally believed the words of the old beggar. It all started earlier when the young man had just experienced betrayal by his girlfriend and humiliation by a rich second-generation heir. With his heart in ruins, he was walking down the street. Suddenly, a beggar approached him and asked for food. Although the young man was in a tough spot himself, he still felt sorry for the beggar and decided to give him half of his bun. Unexpectedly, the beggar snatched the bun and said he would show the young man a magic trick. The beggar placed the bun into the broken bowl, and the next second, it turned into 2 buns. The young man was stunned. The beggar, calm as ever, produced another bun. Now the young man was utterly speechless. Seeing that the young man had a kind heart, the beggar gave him the so-called treasure bowl. After saying this, the beggar vanished. The young man couldn't believe what had just happened, so he decided to test it himself. That's when the scene at the beginning occurred. Now, he had copied over 100 diamond rings. He was planning to sell them to make some money, but when he turned around, he bumped into a woman. Seeing that the woman was about to fall, he hurriedly grabbed her. However, the woman thought he was trying to be inappropriate. He kept apologizing to her. What seemed like a simple accident turned into the woman accusing him of damaging her shoes. Unreasonably, she blamed him for everything and demanded $8,000 in compensation. The young man searched through his pockets and found only a few dozen dollars. Then he remembered the diamond rings he had just copied. He picked one up and handed it to the woman, hoping to settle the debt with the ring. The woman glanced at it and threw it back at him. She claimed that the ring was obviously a cheap trinket, worth only $10 for 3 pieces, and scolded him for trying to deceive her by claiming it was worth $10,000. The young man patiently explained that the ring was a genuine diamond, but the woman refused to listen. She threatened that if the ring was real, she would stream a live video in front of 200,000 followers, giving him a foot bath. She then called her boyfriend a jeweler. At first, her boyfriend didn't take the young man seriously, thinking he was selling counterfeit goods. But when he took a closer look, he realized that all 100 rings were genuine diamonds. The boyfriend was excited and told the young man not to leave. He was on his way over. After hanging up, the woman thought her boyfriend was coming to teach the young man a lesson. She threatened that the young man better compensate her and apologize, or else her boyfriend would make him regret it. The young man, however, remained calm. He reminded the woman not to forget her promise if she lost. Soon, the boyfriend arrived by car. He pushed the woman aside and started examining the diamonds on the ground. When he confirmed that all the rings were genuine, the woman was stunned. The boyfriend, now wanting to buy all 100 rings, negotiated with the young man for a price of $3 million. In the blink of an eye, the young man made $3 million. Seeing that the young man had so many rings, the boyfriend realized he was no ordinary person, and invited him to attend a tasting event that evening. He also mentioned that the daughter of the Song family would be there. Her father's cold poison had relapsed, and there was only 1 pill left of the 9-turn crimson flame pill, which was now being sought by experts who could help her father. The young man thought to himself that since he had the treasure bowl, he could duplicate more 9-turn crimson flame pills. That way, he could make the Song family's daughter grateful to him. At this point, the woman's attitude toward the young man completely changed. She begged him to take her to the tasting event. The young man, wanting to get back at his ex-girlfriend, agreed to take the woman with him.